I love to create amazing food with animals that aren't necessarily on everyone's list, but they should be because they're delicious.
Yeah, those invasive iguanas, Minnesota. There are thousands of feral animal species around the world. Many of them are invasive, destroying ecosystems that they don't belong in. Adventure-loving chef and explorer Yi Vang of Union Monk Kitchen is ready to chase, kill, cook them all. And we get to come along for the show on his show, Feral. Season 2 about to drop on the Outdoor Channel. We welcome back Chef Yi Vang.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, we love having you on.
Oh, yeah,
you give off a great aura, man.
Thanks,
Everybody
brother.
loves you. Everybody loves
Brother,
you.
thanks.
Right now, you are frying something up. You're going to make a dish for us.
Yeah, so, we're going to make this tantalizing meal. And with Thanksgiving around the corner, everyone always thinks turkey, 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 right? But what we really want to talk about is how do we use all this leftover for if you're doing Thanksgiving? And fried rice is the best thing to use, especially when it comes to leftovers.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we got to do in season 2 of Feral was we went duck hunting, especially for diver ducks, right? So diver ducks are these ducks that are kind of, what they do is they don't do a lot of flying. They're kind of like they just lounge around the lakes,
And
in
they just
the
eat
water.
fish. They go down.
And they eat a lot of fish.
Okay.
And so some people say they have a fishy taste, so most hunters don't shoot them.
Okay.
So they kind of overpopulated
So
a
they're
little bit.
everywhere.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
and they overpopulate. But I'm a Wisconsin boy, right? Just like you.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. And so one of the great things I love is like I'm okay with like a little fish taste, like
Sure.
like a like a little shore lunch or something like
Yeah, of
that.
course.
And so yeah, so what we have here is we have fried rice.
Okay.
So we got this fried rice going, and what I'm gonna do is I got some duck. I already seared off the duck. Now, one of the really incredible things I love doing is like I love to render that fat down. So instead of using oil, we're actually just using duck fat in here.
Oh, that's duck fat.
This is
So you
duck
get the
fat.
flavor of it in there.
Yep,
What part of
absolutely.
the duck do you use?
So right here, I'm just using the duck breast.
That's breast, okay,
Yeah. So I have that all ready to go. Okay.
what are your top, 2 or 3 secrets to great fried rice?
Dried rice. So day-old dry rice. And if you have an issue with that, sometimes I just go, this is what you do when you go to like any kind of Chinese takeout or anything, or
Yeah.
any kind of Asian takeout.
Save it.
Yeah, save it or just order an extra.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
and
just
then
order
just
an
put it in the
extra
fridge. It
and
dries
fridge-
out a little bit.
Absolutely.
And you said that's key because then it absorbs more moisture.
Absolutely,
The next day.
because you use fresh rice. What happens with that fresh rice is it gets really muggy.
Yeah.
And it gets real sticky.
Yeah, like
yeah.
watery and kind of.
Yep.
Okay. What is your favorite species on this season of Feral?
Man, I gotta admit, one of the funnest ones, and you didn't realize how dangerous it was it's called Kopi, or flying
Asian carp.
Yeah.
They fly into your boat, hit you in the face.
Southern Illinois, we're on the river, we're
Yep.
hitting it hard, and suddenly thousands of them jump up. And as that's happening, the guy who's driving the boat, the captain, he looks at me and goes, "Oh yeah, I detached my retina because I got hit in the face with one." And in that moment, I looked at our director. I'm like, "Why are we not wearing helmets?"
Remember those videos of people on the
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
just getting slapped by the fish?
It's so real.
What
It's
do they taste
crazy.
like?
So here's the deal. I think people think carp, they're thinking nasty,
Yeah,
dirty food.
bottom feeders.
I put mine on a spit and I roasted it. And if I didn't tell you that it was carp, you wouldn't know.
What would I have thought it was?
You would probably think that it's some kind of lake fish.
Like a walleye or
Yep,
pike
absolutely.
or something. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so we're talking duck here. You
Yep.
got your duck fried rice.
Yep.
That's it, huh? What else did you put in there? Cabbage?
So I got a little cabbage in there. And this is one of those great things that what I tell people that it's what you do is you just find all the leftover things, right? So what I always do when I add my egg in there is I create a little crater in the middle.
Okay.
Scramble my eggs right in the middle there. Right?
Scramble it, whip it.
Yep.
Helps
And then-
congeal everything.
Yep. And the great thing about using the egg right at the end is if you feel like, shoot, I have too much oil in here, the egg actually helps absorb that oil in. And what we're gonna finish with a little Maggi sauce.
Yeah,
right?
you told me about the Maggi
Yep,
secret.
so Maggi sauce is every Hmong household we had it, and it's like the common.
Like a salty soy.
Yep. And
Delicious.
super full of umami. I'm just gonna toss this. We're almost done.
Okay.
And again, well, the one thing I love about fried rice is it's like this garbage, where you just put everything in there, whatever leftover you have.
I love garbage.
Yep. And
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I love hashes.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
do hashes.
Basically, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
baby. So, listen, what's the biggest lesson you think you've learned from hunting all these different species and eating them? Things people never would think about eating.
Yeah.
You learn along the way, yeah?
Absolutely. And I think that what you realize is there's this bigger world outside of you.
Yeah.
And then there's all these animals that we went and we had squirrels. I grew up eating squirrels. and it was incredible. So there was like a Hmong take on squirrel, and then there was this like, this guy who was from Southern Illinois, like his take on squirrel, and he made like basically like chicken dumpling soup, but with squirrel.
Oh, with squirrel.
Yeah.
Put a little buffalo sauce on it. You'll be all right.
Ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. You want to plate up?
Yeah, let's do it. And we're gonna finish with the little herb here.
Okay. Got
Yep.
some dill, got some
Yep.
mint.
Yep.
Interesting. That looks delicious, man. Well, yeah, thank you so much
Yeah.
for being here, man. We really, really appreciate it. Let me serve these guys up real quick.
It's
It's going to be hot. I
and then
know.
we're gonna throw a little bit of peanut on top.
Bam!
I'm a huge peanut guy.
Okay.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, I smell the
Real-
dill. Dill's my
Yep.
favorite.
Well, thank you, Christopher.
Yes, sir.
Bill would like to see the duck.
No, I don't.
He
want-
would like a tip
No,
for his
I
service.
don't really want to see the legs of that, but that's okay.
Oh, all creatures have legs.
I know.
All right. Well, let's shout out your show here. So, Feral Season 2,
Yep.
Outdoor Channel, Outdoor Network.
Yep. Outdoor channel.
Outdoor Channel, excuse me.
Yep.
Okay, so that begins on December 4th at 8 p.m. We got a link to see more from the show and that duck fried rice recipe. You got it. Have fun with it, right? Fried rice is something you can just add to it. It's cooking, it's not baking.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a little fun, mix it up. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh,